have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, there's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun. Cousins being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they've made...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Nick Boyle. It's a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let let this go. He's got a man. Complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
Check, watch 54. Come on, D. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Ingram. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, Ingram able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, check.
Oh, design run for their wideout. Now Brown, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
We gonna shut you down.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Bailey got the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Alert three, alert three, alert three.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
40's the Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Well, hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Snead's got it. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
40's Mike, 40's Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over. Stephon Diggs, touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 38 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check 15, check 15.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kentrell Brothers in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Barr able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll try and throw for it here. He uncorks it for Snead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins steps away to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Cousins on 4th down. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
And the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, 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 check.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the ties here in the 2nd quarter. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're... The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead.
This is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to make their adjustments. So stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Cook, he'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 45 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. that doesn't happen, it looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Check tight. Over. Let's go. Hey, Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Check. Fresno. Check 4.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, it's complete to Snead. Willie Snead all alone. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 72 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A first down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. They were looking for Johnson that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. Mike 40. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Give me some.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On first down, it's Ingram. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker now to add the point after. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Matt Judon there to bring him down. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. And he whips that one incomplete there. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touch corner. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Ravens on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike forward.
Here's Jackson to throw. He uncorks it for Snead. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 24-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Check 3, check 3. Check your hot read. Check, 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 check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 40's Mike, 40's the Mike. I'm here all day.
2nd down and goal. Jackson forced out, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At 2nd and 7. At the 20.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come to my world. We won it. Come to my world.
Now Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
And the Vikings first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Defense wins championships, baby. Check 37.
They run again on first down. Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone. After a pickup of 5 or 6.
Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
That's fielded in the end zone. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they